Papa Squat, coming at ya. Well, good news about one thing today. I had a video that I did the other day for Blade that got stuck in copyright, and it was just released. Blade and Echo 2K, the song Bleach. So take a look out for that one. It's going to be probably the last one I actually post today. And there you go. Right now we're going to listen to something that somebody sent to me to listen to, something they made. This is a guy who goes... I'm a little confused about this. He said his name was Dead Buddha, which is kind of a cool name. But this is by King Kai, and I think they might be the same person, just different names that they use, depending, like maybe it's an email name versus his performing name. I have no real idea. But this is from Dead Buddha and King Kai. It's a song called KROW, K-R-O-W. 2 minutes, 51 seconds. That's really all I know about this. So let's dive into it and see. If you make music and you want to send me stuff, papasquatjon@gmail.com is the place to send it to. Information is down here if you want to send me a suggestion. Otherwise, for tracks to listen to, send me some money to listen to music. That's the only way I react to things now, which I know kind of sucks, but I get so many suggestions for things that's the only way I can even reasonably get anything done. So let's listen to this. KROW from King Kai / Dead Buddha. 2 minutes, 51 seconds. Let's do it.
You won't light anything on fire again.
So basically...
I've come to put an end to this.
Okay, so I'm sure this is going to have a huge change in style and energy coming up here, but this intro is really interesting because it seems very straightforward, right? They come in, they're talking about starting something on fire, you know, like getting something lit, and then the whole style of it changes, and that voice comes in, the little outro. I don't remember exactly what it said, but and then as soon as that's done, we get into this like backwards playing music and these sampled sounds that are also being played backwards, and a much kind of spookier, scarier, more dangerous kind of feel to it. And I'm super curious as to where this is going, because right now I'm like, oh, okay, is this going to be something like, you know, Haunted Mound sort of style, Witch House style? Is this going to be get more of like a hard rock metal style that, you know, has been adapted to whatever style of music we're going to listen to? I assume this is going to be some type of hip hop of some kind. I have no idea at this point. So this is pretty interesting. Is it going to change?
Are you Escort?
See, this is something like I could absolutely see just responding with, these guys need to figure out exactly what they want to do, and how they want to communicate their message, their music, their everything. And part of me goes, they're really at the beginning of what they're doing with their music, and I really want to see where they go with it, because this isn't there yet. I mean, and I think it's super interesting and super cool. They're doing some, like, the sound of the singing here, very unique, very unique. Because it's kind of a full bore rap track, but altered in a way that I haven't really heard before. It's not the chipmunky high voice sped up thing. It's something a little different than that. It's not the kind of high altered voices that they use in like Plug in B. It's a slightly robotic-y style of voice, but they're not going for robotic. They're going for something different, something like, I don't know, just altered in a different way. And it's cool. The music is really pumped up and almost hyper poppy, so it's a kind of an interesting feel to the music. And then it's got all that weird stuff in the beginning, right? The intro stuff that's backwards music, backwards talking, backwards notes. And so it feels like maybe they're trying to cram almost too much into this, instead of figuring out, or maybe spreading some things out through a couple of different songs, keeping things a little shorter, because you could really shorten that early section that's this sort. You don't need a lot of that to get that feeling across, that idea across, right? And then you could move into this sort of weird, slightly creepy, slightly haunted mound style of music that it's really, really interesting. And I don't even know what to react to. Like, I don't know what the right words are to say, other than I want to see them keep making music and, like, revisit them in a year or 3 years or 5 years and see what they've done with it, because I don't think they're going to stop. Like, sorry, my girlfriend's in the washer and dryer behind me. And they shouldn't stop. They're working on their sound, figuring out exactly what they want to be. They definitely know what they're doing. Like, they're obviously in like an abandoned old church, at least I think it's a church or some abandoned building, that they wanted that as a sort of a representation of the visuals that they're showing to people. And I think it's actually kind of a cool looking video for that, because there's all this random stuff that you couldn't dress this location to look like this so perfectly like an abandoned building, right? Like, this is clearly an abandoned building that they probably just found and said, we're going to go shoot a video in it. It's all torn up, and nobody's been in there. Nobody who was supposed to be in there has been in there in a long time. It hasn't been cleaned up. People have been partying in there, making a mess, throwing stuff around, breaking bottles, breaking windows, breaking everything. I mean, it's really interesting. I don't have the lyrics for it, so I don't know what they're saying throughout, but also very interesting. I like it, but I definitely want to see more in the future. I want them to refine their ideas and their style, and even if it turns into like 2 or 3 different styles, that's fine. It's all going to fit within a certain sort of range of styles that would fit together on an album. I'm really interested in where they go with this. And I'm so glad they sent this to me, because it's such a good example of people who are just doing their own thing, and they just want to make the sort of music that they want to make. And this right now, is it like commercially possible? Like, would this make them famous? No, it wouldn't. But I don't think that's what they're after right now with this. They are working on their craft. They're working on how they want to present themselves, and this is has a lot of really interesting things going on in it. So I mean, thumbs up for me, but I mean, what the hell does that mean? It's cool. It's really cool. I'm probably going to come back and watch this a couple of times because I really want to see if the style of it makes even more sense the more I watch it, because it's really pretty interesting. Dead Buddha, thank you for sending this in, and King Kai. I think it's really cool. Pop Squat, check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share.